Time. Governor Ron DeSantis visiting Tampa to defend the state's new and more restrictive abortion law hours before it's set to take effect. Thank you for joining us right here on 10 Tampa Bay. I'm Frank Wiley.
And I'm Courtney Robinson. The Heartbeat Protection Act, as it's called, makes abortion illegal beyond 6 weeks of pregnancy with limited exceptions. 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser spoke with the governor this afternoon about that new law and the political fallout that could come with it.
Well, on the eve of Florida's 6-week abortion ban taking effect, Governor Ron DeSantis says the state of Florida, in his opinion, has got it right and brushed off assertions from the Biden administration that the new restrictions are putting Florida back in play politically this November.
Thank you for hosting us.
Governor DeSantis in Tampa just hours before Florida's new 6-week abortion law takes effect.
The court ruled correctly that being able to provide protections for a baby that has a detectable heartbeat is lawful and constitutional.
But when the state Supreme Court upheld Florida's more restrictive abortion law, it also cleared the way for Floridians to vote on a constitutional amendment that would codify a woman's right to choose.
Now, voters are going to be presented, and I think that once, if they know what this actually means, that it'll be in trouble.
Criminalizing reproductive health care.
Last week, President Biden visited Tampa, making the issue the center of a campaign stop.
The bad news for Trump is we are going to hold him accountable.
On Wednesday in Jacksonville, Vice President Kamala Harris will do the same. Their campaign plans to open an office soon in Hillsborough County, saying the abortion issue has put Florida back in play politically, a notion the governor literally scoffed at.
I welcome Biden-Harris to spend a lot of money in Florida. Light up the airwaves. Do it.
According to state healthcare data, Florida has about 50 abortion clinics that performed around 84,000 abortions last year, 10% of which were women who traveled here from out of state. But as of May 1st, women in Florida who are more than 6 weeks pregnant will now have to travel as far as Virginia to obtain the procedure beyond that time frame. In Tampa, Eric Glasser, 10 Tampa Bay.
And Florida Senate Democratic leader Lauren Book is also speaking out against the ban tonight. She led the fight in the Senate against that measure and at one point was arrested while taking part in a protest outside of the state capitol. This is video from those arrests. That is Nikki Fried right there. This morning, Book explained the real fight will come in November as voters decide whether to amend the Constitution.
But I believe that the language itself will limit their ability to really mess around with where we are and would be. Obviously, it's not a change overnight. It's going to take time, and there have been some questions that people have had about, how long will it take?
The amendment will appear on the November ballot.